Who will our next generation be? What will they achieve? At Proctor Public Schools, we see great things in the future as we create an environment to educate, engage, and inspire our students to seek adventure, gain knowledge, and make a difference. What do we see in the next generation? We see greatness. Proctor Public Schools. Don't just plan to graduate. Graduate with a plan.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Ted Keevan along with Tanner Hall here live from the Proctor Indoor Facility for Proctor Hermantown United Wrestling, featuring the United and Mora Mustangs and the Chisago Lakes Wildcats. We're getting started a little bit late. We have JV going to be up first with the Chisago and the United. And we're now going to stand for our anthem, and we will be back right after that. So again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Proctor Indoor Facility. Ted Keevan, Tanner Hall here for today's action. Again, we're going to start off with the JVs for the perspective. I believe it's going to be Chisago Lakes and the United.
That's right. First up.
Want to take a quick minute before I turn it over to the voice, the myth, the legend, Tanner Hall, to thank our sponsors. Want to make sure that we thank the Reed Foundation, the Rails Endowment for Academic, Art, and Athletic Development, Irving Community Club, Bowling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies, Highway 53 in Hermantown, Superior Heritage Window and Door, Superior, Wisconsin, Wittes Trailer Sales, ESCO, LendSmart Mortgage, Stream Dudes, the Rob and Barb Shaler Charitable Foundation, Superior, wow, I almost totally just butchered that. Stop myself for a minute. Superior Lake Superior Office Solutions, because I can talk really well today, Tanner. And Audiology Concepts with 5 locations: Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Edina, and Burnsville. And we'll get into some other things, but right now I'm going to turn it over to the silky smooth vocal cords of Tanner Hall.
Well, thanks for that intro, Ted. I don't know, you talk about as well as I've ever heard you speak, so I think it's going to be just fine today. We've got some JV action here. Landon Lecoe is starting us off at 106. I'm not sure, I didn't catch the name of the Chisago Lakes wrestler, but he got a quick takedown there. You know, everybody, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today's broadcast almost didn't happen were it not for the technical wizardry of Ted Keevan over here. I'd be talking to nobody, and you wouldn't be able to hear my voice, and some of you might prefer that, but you're stuck with me today. But it is the last home meet, so it's if you can hang with us for a couple hours today, we'd appreciate it.
We'd love to have you.
Oh, nice roll through there with the cradle.
We will be showing scores for team scores and individual weight scores as we go for the varsity matches. We will get the names up there the best I can. Notice how I gave you half credit there?
Yes.
We will get it up there the best I can.
Oh, Landon, I was about to say Landon. Oh, now he gets the pin. So a quick pin for Chisago in the first period. Again, Landon, first-year wrestler for United, and he's they come on strong, actually. Picked up a big varsity win a few days ago to help seal a team victory. Looks like we've got Zach Warner will be up next for JV.
Noah Diger for Chisago Lakes.
Noah Diger, Chisago Lakes, and Zach Warner for Proctor Hermantown United. Another first-year wrestler for us. Who also recently got his first win, first pin, which is fun to see. It's nice to see the kids, all that hard work pay off. So these guys are ready to go without the refs. They don't even need them, but they know exactly what to do. Fix the clock here.
That Maddie Hall not doing what she's supposed to be doing?
Not a surprise.
Yeah.
Actually, looks like it's not her job. She's trying to help somebody out. But you'd think the clock.
Well, you think
push a couple buttons.
But you would think that the aura that is Maddie Hall,
it would be enough to carry over.
Exactly.
And normally it does, but normally it does. Another longtime assistant coach, Troy Schubel, who's back joining us here, helping run the clock too. I blame it on him, actually.
Coach McPhee just pointed at Maddie, so we know it's got to be something.
We'll have to find out the story later, but we need a kind of a roving mat reporter so we can get some mat side action. Maybe I don't know if that's something you could think about in the future.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we got Tim Roweeder here. I could go see if I could find the wireless mic, and he could just walk around and talk to people for us.
I imagine a lot of people would be more than happy to speak with him.
We should get you the wireless mic, and you could walk around and talk to people.
Nice takedown for Zach there.
Have to keep control of it, though. Yeah, I've learned that from you.
That's true. Well, and he so that's a point for locked hands. Once you take your opponent down, and if their knees are touching the mat, you cannot lock your hands unless you have an arm or a leg along with that.
Why is that?
I'm actually not sure why that's a rule. I think I don't know. There's not a whole lot you can do with it. I mean, other than maybe try and squeeze, but you can certainly do that.
Well, I'm thinking if I get you here,
too.
There's lots I can do to get to for positioning and just grip in general.
Certainly, but I mean, if you did it again, so
ties it up.
So that's 2 points. I believe the next one is I'm trying to remember now. I think the third one's you can only do so many is what I'm trying to say, and then it's could end in a disqualification. So Zach's going to have to be careful here. There we go. So there, now he runs a half. Nice job, Zach. Turns him to his back, so recovers.
That's a pin. Big recovery there.
Yeah, quick.
Oh, excited. Zach is excited.
And that's really nice to see. That's a second or third win for him for the season, but he's really come on right at the end of the season here. Finally, it's kind of nice to see when you work all season, the kids start to put everything together.
You got Maven coming to the mat now.
Maven Basignana.
Or as we call him, Bazinga.
Indeed.
One of the things I'm really Ethan Espison for Chisago Lakes.
Espison and Maven Basignana.
You like how
Bazinga.
I hate to jump this a bit. You like how I've added the secondary mic where we can actually hear what the tables say?
Okay,
yes.
I noticed the difference. I
actually, instead of using the camera, if you lean back and look, I actually got a mic here so that we can actually pick up that noise.
Yeah.
Here you go, Maven. Maven, one of my 8th graders that I'm just so excited to have back in the building.
That's right. 7th and 8th grade back, and then 9th graders back in the building this week here at Proctor. Ooh. So
stay with it.
Kind of an unorthodox reversal there, but if you watch Maven enough, there's a lot about him that is unorthodox. That's a good word.
But he's a great kid.
Great kid.
Man, great kid.
Second-year wrestler for us. Just works his butt off in the practice room. Big jump for Maven. He was wrestling about 126 last year, and he's over 160 this year, which is
well, when he was below my shoulders last year and is now above my shoulders,
yes.
And I don't mean just above, I mean above.
Yeah,
it's a big jump.
And anytime, I mean, you're young, your body's growing, you're trying to figure all that out. But in wrestling, don't reach back, Maven. But in wrestling, jumping that much weight in a year, especially being 120, you get some underclassmen. Up in 160, you start to get some big boys. It looks like he found a good matchup here on the JV side. But
absolutely. To those that are joining us, we got 16 viewers with us at this point. We want to say thank you for joining us, whether you're Proctor faithful or you're coming in from Mora or Chisago Lakes, thank you for joining us. Make sure that if you get an opportunity to use our sponsors for anything, it's because of them is why we're able to bring this to you. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have new subscribers with us. So, and just again, thank you for being with us today.
Absolutely. And what else? What else do you have to do on a beautiful Saturday afternoon when it's finally above 30 below?
Well, I can tell you, I was swinging golf clubs before I came here.
Yeah?
I could still be doing that.
Loosening the old shoulders up, getting ready.
Yeah.
Well, it won't be too long.
Well, especially they're saying like 40 in the next week.
Oh, still staying warm next week.
Yeah.
No
Well, at least according to the news, but we know up here with Lake Superior,
Well.
I mean, really. Going to go neutral here.
Yep, Maven's must be confident in his day. Look at you, using the terminology.
Hey, I'm learning.
Yeah. He can be taught, folks.
Wait a minute. Don't you start telling people that.
Well, your secrets. Oh, all right, we're getting into some, this is kind of common with some, some younger wrestlers here. They kind of inexperienced. Yep, you're kind of reaching for the head, trying to establish control, but what you want to do is, obviously, if you can get the head, the body will follow, but Maven's going for a throw, but not really set up here. But you want to control the hands as well. There we go. Now Maven's in much better position. Spin around, try and get the 2. No points yet, and then I'll restart.
See, it's just a lot of work.
Well, it can't. You can certainly make it harder than it has to be, but so Chisago gets the takedown instead. From coaching Maven on the sideline last year, it can be a workout for the coach too. He had some exciting, high-scoring back-and-forth matches. It's pretty typical of Maven. Boy, wow, you can hear everything so much better. Yeah.
It's called proper equipment. And look at that view. I'm watching it on the YouTube channel right now.
So that's what the viewers are seeing right now.
That's what the viewers are seeing right now.
That's pretty impressive.
It's about a 15-second delay or so due to probably the issues we were having with internet.
Oh, I see. Yep.
Lesser your internet, the longer your delay is going to be because it's got to encode longer.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So
as you're just seeing live now, match ended quick. Chisago got a quick turn and a pin there. So Maven will have to readjust. Have some time to think about that one. Looks like that's going to bring us up to varsity. We're going to skip. From looking over at the sidelines, it looks like the United will give up the first 3-4 weight classes here. I see our Gavin Tabbert, our 106-pounder, is in a sling. I heard he hurt his elbow last night. I don't have the full story on that, but I'll have to, again, that's where we need our sideline reporter. But so we'll start off with Robert Laxo. 126. Bryson Morley for Chisago and Robert Laxo for Hermantown United. Robert, again, it's his style, going right for that takedown. Put himself in good position, looking for a mat return here. And there's a quick 2.
all right, so I was fixing that. Give me a little more information. This is what weight?
We are at 126 here.
So we're at 126.
So Robert wrestling up at 132 most of the season as we get down into the last few weeks and sections are coming up. So when a lot of wrestlers eventually move to their weight class that they hope to compete at, you know, in the postseason. Looks like Robert's down at 126 now. And he's wrestling Bryson Morley. I don't have much more. I'm not sure what grade he is. Don't have that on the program, but an escape there by Chisago. 2-1.
And who is he wrestling?
Bryson Morley.
All right.
So again, Robert very comfortable on his feet. Tied up here. We usually coach wrestlers to get, we call that ear to ear. There's not much that can happen for either opponent really in there. Then that Robert deep shot in, trying to finish the takedown here. And there's another one.
So who's got 4 and 1?
Robert is up 4-1. So
All right. So I've got this backwards, so I
PH.
apologize.
takes the end of the first. Robert at 4-1. Good period for Robert. 2 takedowns. Looks like I must have a little blood here.
Hey, look at that. We're rocking and rolling now.
Oh, there we go.
Had to move folks away from the microphone so they couldn't hear everything.
I guess so. Robert, really, as you like to see, but you want to be peaking towards the end of the season, and that's exact. Robert looks like he's in great form now. Down to 126, which is actually 128. You get towards the end of the season, you get 2 pounds eventually added on to those weights. Robert having a great season. I saw just the other day he picked up his 50th career win.
That was at home last time.
Yep, which is, again, one of those sort of the milestones in wrestling. 50 wins is quite impressive. It's a good start, and he's tacked on a couple more since then, looking for another one right now. I didn't see the injury, but again, sometimes these blood, sometimes it's those tiniest cuts that just will bleed the most. It looks like an elbow here. Tape it up and we'll be good to go. Typically at this point in the season, we would have seen Chisago Lakes a number of times. They used to be in our section 7AA, but about 2-3 years ago, they moved into a different section. So we don't see them all that much anymore, but always a good matchup.
Absolutely. And while we're under that break, let's thank our sponsors one more time. The Reed Foundation, the Rails Endowment for Academic, Art, and Athletic Development, the Irving Community Club, Polling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies, Highway 53 in Hermantown, Heritage Window in Door Superior, Wisconsin, Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, Lake Superior Office Solutions, Stream Dudes, the Rob and Barb Shaler Charitable Foundation, LendSmart Mortgage, Troy Service Center, Main Street, Proctor, and Audiology Concepts with 5 locations, Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Edina, and Burnsville. Again, thank you to all of those folks for everything they do to allow us to bring this platform out to all of you that are at home.
I'm always impressed when you read that list of sponsors off. It's not just a business or two here in Proctor or in Hermantown. It's a wide variety. They're all over, and it's really cool to see the support that's come out. A lot of schools are trying to do this medium, move into some kind of streaming service. Nice reversal there by Robert. Robert's in good position here. He's got his hands locked for the cradle. Let's see if he can use that. Turn it over. Hooks the leg there.
Yeah, we've been really lucky with our sponsors. We really have. We've got a great list, and got others who we've got a lot of families that aren't sponsors that don't want to be recognized that have, as of late, come on and help because they realize how, like you just said, how this medium is so important, especially now during a pandemic.
Absolutely.
So we've gotten very, very lucky in that aspect.
So Robert was, look, I thought he was going to turn him, but Chisago fought it off. Morley, sorry. Fought off his back, and then Robert, again, not pretty, but got the job done. Go up 8-2 with that's a third takedown. of the match. It'd be interesting to see. I don't know where Robert's sitting at takedown wise, but I wonder how many he has for the season, because it's one of his main offensive moves. It's one of his go-to things, and it's kind of where everything starts with a good takedown. So
want to thank Tim Roweeder for his help today. Not only is he a principal, but he's an all-right good dude.
I would agree. Would you call him a Renaissance man? Is it fair to say, or is he not quite that good?
Almost.
Almost.
I got to balance the, as I was
Well,
putting
I
things on the
hesitated
scale.
the pause, and that was good.
You always want to think about it.
That's right. Yeah, I wish my students would do a little bit more of that. But so we're going to the third period with Robert up 8-2.
Hunter says he misses your class, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice to hear. Not enough to take public speaking, I guess, but maybe next year. There's still time for him.
He might. He was going to actually come and talk with you. Not that everybody wants to know this, but he was going to come talk with you. You think he's kind of thought about settling for a career, and he wants to look into doing sports writing and,
Really?
and commentary stuff.
That'd be great. That'd be a great path for him.
Yeah, and I told him that you would be a great person to go talk to be able to get some hindsight, the proper ways to write things,
Yeah,
and how to grab that audience.
Definitely.
So I said, it's cool. You got all these people right in our building that are willing to help you.
I'll do my best.
I didn't think you'd do your worst.
Well, some would say there's not much difference between those two, but Robert looking for the cradle here again. Looks far side cradle. He's going to walk the. You try and walk. He's putting his opponent's knee up on his hip. Try and walk the knee to the head. But Morley obviously knows what's going on and fought it off pretty well.
Less than a minute here, third.
Yep. Robert in control of the match, has been pretty much from the beginning. Chopping that arm, looking to break him down. So that's the idea. Again, you try and break your opponent flat or take away some of those points of support. Now Robert working on a power half there. But again, Morley putting in some good defense here. Ooh. So he escapes, puts himself in the position. He'll need a big move here. Try to look for a throw, so Robert will have to watch that. Ooh, Robert sets up a nice, gets in again deep on the leg.
Just got an email
nice
saying,
step through there.
Sorry, I was going to say, just got an email saying that we were live on YouTube.
Oh, boy, with 1 second left, Robert gets the pin. He had a really nice step through takedown at the end. Took the opponent right to his back. Got a pin. Nice match for Robert. Way to start off the varsity. Looks like Zach McPhee will be next.
At 132 for Chisago Lakes, Andrew Novak will be receiving a forfeit.
Oh, interesting. I thought they might put Novak out with Zach McPhee. Would have been a good matchup. They're not exactly at the same weight classes, but.
And for Proctor Herbertown will be Zach McPhee.
Hayden Troop from Chisago Lakes versus Zach McPhee at 138. So Zach, like Robert, has dropped down a weight class from where he's been wrestling most of the season, from 145 down to 138. Some back and forth here, fighting for control.
Who do we have for Chisago?
Hayden Troop,
Hayden
138.
Troop, gotcha. Just so you know, there's not the number 4 in Hayden.
Well, you never know. There's some different alternative spellings to a lot of these names now, so it wouldn't be totally out of the question either. But you're right. Typically, it is not. Zach gets the early takedown here, looking for more. Trying to lock up that cradle.
And we are in the 132, you said?
138.
138.
We skipped. There was a forfeit for Chisago at 132. So the team score is 6-18. I don't know if you're doing
Yep,
team
I got
score.
6-18.
Oh, there we go. I
Right
didn't
there.
see it.
Yep. And I have 2-0 for
That's
McPhee.
correct. Yep. You're on tight. I don't know why I
Why do you
questioned you.
question me?
So Troop doing a nice job fighting back to his feet. We got the whizzer in, some good defense. Looking for the escape here. Zach, tight bear hug. Looks for the throw, just missed the arm. So again, nice job by both wrestlers. That takes a lot of work. Get back to your feet from that position. Nice job by Troop. Zach countered well. And they go back to the mat.
So fun to still hear Mac's voice over on that side.
I know. Yep, he took a year off last year. Just couldn't stay away.
The other thing I'm glad of, and I want all the wrestling families out there to know, is that, you know, in the past we've done 1, maybe 2 meets.
Yep.
Because of the pandemic and having to have, you know, being able to get more equipment and stuff to be able to be in 2 places at one time and things like that, it's made it nice that we can actually, you know, we've done 4 meets this year.
This number 4, or I was gonna say maybe even 5, but yeah, definitely
maybe 4 or 5, whatever. But either
more
way,
more than doubled our
right.
usual.
And I just think it's awesome to be able to bring this to the folks.
Oh yeah, and I mean we talked about that with swimming and some of the other sports that don't always get all the love. So it's been great all around.
Yeah, almost every home swimming meet has been at least video or live streamed. It may not have commentary and stuff, but it's been live streamed, and hopefully we can build that into next year also.
Looks like Red was cautioned. So we started the second period with Zach up 2-0. And he started on the bottom, still there. Looking for a reversal here.
And he gets it.
Nice reversal by Zach. And turns, careful there, Zach. Turns him to his back, looking for some near fall points. There's the count. Zach looking to readjust. Again, Troop fights him off.
Ooh, the ref almost just took a boot to the face. Now it would be the kind of wrestling I would be able to call. A boot to the face off the top turnbuckle.
Yep, exactly. So Hayden Troop does a nice job fighting. That's a tough spot to get off from, but he did. Zach kind of reloads, locks it up. That's tight. That's pretty tight there, and Zach gets the pin. So valiant effort by Hayden Troop. Fought Zach off for quite a while. Zach picks up another pin for the season.
And what way are we going to now?
I believe it'll be 145.
And who do we got?
Gabe Castleman. So Gabe Castleman from Proctor Hermantown and Nolan Huffman, Chisago Lakes. So Zach and Gabe kind of switching spot. Oh, Gabe looking for a nice takedown there. And, well, it was kind of a shot, counter shot there by both guys. Again, some
Nolan Huffman?
Yep.
Right there?
Yep.
All right, perfect.
Some good hand fighting here.
At 152. 145, I'm sorry. Right?
I believe, yeah,
Yes.
145.
I want to say that you are correct.
So Zach and Gabe kind of switching. There's in wrestling we call it a wrestle off. So if there's somebody at a weight that that you would like to be at, you can challenge them. You can call it a wrestle off, and then you have a match, and kind of winner gets the spot. So happened recently. Oh, Chisago in deep, good spot. But again, Gabe doing a nice job fighting off those hands. And no points yet. There's the 2. But Gabe immediately moving. Oh, Gabe, come! Oh, almost had a nice reversal there. Got tangled up with his feet.
Be nice to see Alex wrestle tonight.
Yeah, he was back this week already. Picked up his 75th pin, 120-somethingth win.
Headed off to Concordia St. Paul. Sorry, Gustavus.
No, Concordia.
Moorhead.
There we go. That's the one.
No.
Yeah.
Is it Moorhead?
Yep, it's Moorhead.
Yes, you're right.
Yes.
Concordia Moorhead. I had
Concordia Moorhead.
I knew I had the Concordia right. To continue his wrestling lifestyle.
Yep. Couple other guys from the area section.
Had senior night the other night out at the St. Luke Sports and Events
That's right,
Center.
the AAA Assembly.
Yep, where we got to honor, and I think Coach McPhee picked up an award for one of the longest speeches.
I had heard in fact, in public speaking, some of the students were giving a critique.
He was thorough, though.
Well, it was his first time through. I did it last year. I kind of filled in for him because he couldn't make it, and it's tougher than you think.
It is.
How
I
hard
had
can
to
it
do
be?
it. I had to do it, and I think I got the record and get the T-shirt for the shortest.
Well, either one. Yeah, I mean you tried to hit that sweet spot, but
Well, broadcasting and talking, and then back to broadcasting, it was crazy.
oh, so you were doing it all.
Yeah, well, not at all. Tim Roweeder did it all.
Okay. But that was a kind of a change of venue for that event this year,
Yeah.
or this time around, and typically in the auditorium at school. But
Yeah.
I was talking to the students. Most of them seemed to like it. They, it's a little different, but I think they were just happy to have it. The seniors, particularly happy that they could.
Be able to be recognized instead
absolutely.
of losing another thing because of the pandemic. I'm going to stop saying it that way. I'm going to start saying because of the changes going on.
Okay, that's more positive. That's a nice Proctor growth mindset there.
That's right.
Rail
Real strong,
strong.
baby. If I've been taught anything, it's taught to be rail strong.
You think of maybe a tattoo somewhere? Not quite that far yet.
No.
Oh, Gabe looking nice. Again, not pretty, not exactly what he intended, but it worked.
Points are points.
2-2 and puts himself good position here, looking for a. And like most sports, you have a plan, but then you take what your opponent gives you. And so short time here. Hopefully Gabe can hold on, not give up a point right at the end and escape. And you watch that. Hands locked. Looks like we'll end the period with a 2-2. Oh, working for the turn right at the end. So we're going to go into third period, tied 2-2. And this has become fairly typical of Gabe's matches. Pretty close. Usually on the lower scoring end. I mean, Gabe's capable of big points, but he tends to wrestle a little more conservative style. And he'll look to turn his opponent, break that tie.
It's totally not what I thought you meant. I thought you meant like the kid was going to come to Proctor next time.
Possibly. I mean, again, it was one of those anything's possible again. But
Sorry, fans listening at home.
yeah, guys, sometimes I wondered too.
I shake my head at myself all the time. It's all good.
But I think that's why they keep these contracts yearly, these broadcasting deals.
Wait a minute. This is yearly?
Well, that's why I just assumed, I guess. I'm doing a lot of assuming here. I'm new to the business, so. Gabe coming. Oh, Chisago looking for an escape. Gabe, the nice return there by Gabe.
Because when you assume.
Yes. So again, although that would have been a nice takedown typically, Gabe started in control, so there's no points for the mat return. And so they're going to restart here. It's 2-2. Again, not much time left. Chisago can manage to get an escape or reversal. That leaves very little time for Gabe to counter, so Gabe will have to, hopefully he can get a turn here, put his opponent to his back. Otherwise, we might go into overtime. I think we've had one or maybe one overtime match.
Yeah, we've had a couple.
But let's hope Gabe can finish it off before then. He's in control. Just again, 10 seconds left. Ooh. Oh, and Chisago gets it right at the end. 5 seconds left. Good escape there right at the end. Chisago pulls out the 3-2 victory at 145. That's a tough one. Never fun losing, but right at the end there, that's always tough. So that will take us to one. So 152, we've got Braden Ritter from Chisago Lakes and Alex McPhee. For Proctor Hermantown, quick takedown by Alex. Again,
Well, I get all the information in here that I need before this happens, before he pins everybody.
it's well, sometimes it happens pretty quickly. And
152?
Yep. As Ted mentioned, Alex is back. Actually had knee surgery.
And who do we have with him? Nolan Huff? No.
Nope. Braden Ritter from
Braden
45.
Ritter,
Switched around. And I think it was 2 or 3 weeks, and Alex was back on the mat this week. Again, picked up his 75th pin, which again is just crazy. So escape by Chisago. Quick takedown again by Alex. Go up 4-1. And at one point he was at his 125th win in the season, so he's beyond that, probably around 130 right now. And that's a turn. Nope. No back points, and they're off the mat. Going to restart in the middle. So one of our 3 seniors here on the team, we just saw Gabe Castleman. He's our 1 senior. Alex is our other. Henry Ringdahl we'll see in a few matches. The 3rd senior, and again, between these 3, if you would, total victories over their careers, if you added up, all the victories that Proctor United team has had, they would, I don't know, they'd have a big percentage of them. 3 really big holes there. Alex gets a nice turn here. Readjust, and that's, if you see that, boy, didn't quite work out, but Alex moves, he just transitions from move to move.
He's quick like a cat.
So nice.
I know that sounds stupid, but he's so quick.
He is indeed. There's a takedown. So 8-2 going in the second period. It's like Chisago's choice. They'll defer. Alex chooses down. But these 3 seniors just going to leave a huge hole in the program.
Wow.
Nice reversal.
Man, that's fun.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty. And that's been like him. I remember, I think it was the first year I was coaching. Alex and Henry were in 6th grade, and we had them come to one of our varsity matches, and we did some middle school stuff, like kind of in between some of the dual meets. And I remember him, he hit a fireman's carry, which is not a move that a lot of guys hit now, but certainly you don't see many 6th graders doing it. And
I experienced it once. Once.
That's all it takes, yeah.
Yep.
But so Alex will, and this is the final home meet. Oop. Oh boy! Again, Alex nearly in trouble there. Could have been disastrous, but he gets out of it.
Well, I was just thinking that back when he got out of that one, I said, so nice. He might have a career in breakdancing also.
Perhaps.
For those all of you out there that don't know what breakdancing is, we have this thing called Google. Go ahead, Google it.
Yeah, check it out.
And
you won't be disappointed.
You might these days. From back then, no.
Yes. So Chisago Lake's trying a couple roll-throughs there. We call that a Granby, which can either work really well, and again, Alex just so comfortable with following his opponent. Got the arm bar here, looking for another turn before the end of the period. And again, that's tough, but Alex, another pin for Alex. So as we wrap it up, one more match hopefully for Alex today, home meet senior, and continues. Alex will end his career with pretty much about any record you could have for the United team. Something, give his little brother something to chase for the next few years, and anybody that comes after. So take us to 170.
From Chisago Late. And for Proctor Hermantown, we will have Quinn Schnapp.
All right, so
Schnabel.
Schnabel and Stephen Weiss, I believe, from Chisago, they said. Over. Nice quick takedown for Quinn. Another second-year wrestler for us, who's also really started to come on at the end of the season. And Quinn kind of wrestling out of his weight class here. He's in one of those. Oh, so he locked his hands there, which is a no-no. Give his opponent a point, no reset. So Quinn is kind of in the looking for a turn here. Got a good half in.
And we're at the 170, you said?
Yes. Yep. There's a forfeit 60. Wow. Quick pin for Quinn Schnabel.
Well, I tried to get it up there in time. Here, I'll just do this.
Nice match for Quinn. And let's bring up Henry Ringdahl. Or 82, sorry.
What's this? What's wrong with the scoreboard over there?
I don't know, but that is not right.
Well, it should be 27 what? What should we got 3 for that or 6 for that?
That was 6. And they got a forfeit at 60.
No, yeah, I already
okay.
got that as
Yep.
part of the 27.
Gotcha. So Henry, our other senior, final senior on the team, again, he's at, I don't know, 80-ish wins. He hit his 50th career pin earlier this season, his 75th win later. I know he's added to both those totals. But he's been dealing with some injuries himself,
Did you hear
too.
who he's wrestling against?
Right now?
Yep.
Yeah, it's Stephen Weiss.
I thought that's who we had last match.
Oh, you're right. We're at okay.
Henry, 170.
Was it? Okay, that was. Or no, it's right. Who there? Austin Seifert, which that's in 82.
Okay.
That's where we are right now.
182?
Sorry. Yep.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah, that match ended pretty quick.
So
Forgot.
fast.
Right. So Henry in a early 2-0 hole, which is again not that uncommon for Henry. Sometimes he's a slow starter. Henry, a big pinner himself.
So the rails, last match of the meet, right, for this one? Maybe.
Well, it looks like Austin Wooner has his headgear on, so he might.
Okay.
Looks like he's going to go at heavyweight, but
Okay. But, I mean, we're 3 points into this.
yeah,
Right?
yep. But and again, looking at their roster, well, it says open. Looks like Henry gets a nice reversal here. Ooh, and then another reversal. And Henry's in a tight spot here. Ooh, saved by the bell, literally. But nice counter by Chisago.
Great show.
By Austin Seifert here.
Great show, though.
Wasn't it, though? Well, still is, I guess. Not
Too bad
was,
Screech is no longer with us.
R.I.P. Screech. So after Henry looked to tie it up 2-2, quick reversal and 2 points by Seifert, and then Henry gets a reversal of his own. Starts second period, and this is boys, this is exactly what happened. Right at the end of the first period, Henry finds himself in a bad way again. That's tight, head and arm here. Squeezing, but Henry's fighting it off. And Seifert gets the pin. So that's kind of Henry's style. He goes, Henry's a big risk, big reward type move guy.
I think they put the score on the wrong side. Didn't they? Who won that?
That was Chisago.
Seifert, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they put that on the wrong side. Because we had it at 27-24.
Yep.
So I'm going to put that 6 on the right side on my scoreboard. Because it should be 33-24.
Yep.
Up to that point.
And Chisago will get 2 forfeits at 95 and 20 for another 12 team points. And we'll finish it off at heavyweight.
So it should be 45
Well,
to
yeah.
24 right now.
It'll put the match team score just out of reach for PH United, but we can, ooh, nice mat return, takedown by Austin Wooner. Again, another one of our new wrestlers this year. Finally getting some action. So he came out aggressive. Nice mat return for the takedown, and he's in control here in the early goings. Yep.
He spells it different. It's W-U-N-N-E-R. We had someone wondering if Austin was a Proctor or a Hermantown student.
Yes, he's one of our 2 Hermantown. Him and his younger brother, who we saw earlier. His little brother got a pin too, so big brother's got to follow suit here.
And he is wrestling with Chuck Gilman?
It's got to be. I see no other name.
Yep, I just heard somebody just
Here we
yell,
go.
"Let's go, Chuck." And unless they're like nicknames,
Right.
and we're going to be at the 285.
That is correct. The big boys, heavyweight. So Austin looking really aggressive here, but just as long as he doesn't get too aggressive, stays in good position, looking for a half here, trying to turn his opponent. But again, some good defense by Chuck Gilman.
Were you thinking about a football player? He shakes his head. I knew exactly what he was thinking.
Oh, and that's exactly what I meant there. Austin got himself in bad position. Nice move though, capitalized. Chuck Gilman capitalized on it. Gets the reversal to tie it up 2-2.
And look, they got the team scores right.
There we go. They should have just started with you. All right, so short time here. If Austin could just hold on. Oh, 3 seconds left. Chisago gets a pin. Nice reversal, turnover. Nice win for Chisago there. Too bad. Austin started off strong.
How many points?
That's 6 points.
6 points.
For the final team.
So
So we'll end up 24.
51.
PH United 24. Chisago Lakes 51. But entertaining. That was good. Some competitive matches, kind of back and forth. Each team got some pins. Not a bad way to start.
Not a bad way to start at all. So we're going to take a quick break.
Yep.
We'll come back. They got to clean the mat. We're going to probably have JV again between Chisago Lakes and Mora.
Yep.
And then we'll get into our varsity action.
Sounds good.
Again, I don't know how much. Do you want to do color commentary for that one?
Sure.
All right, so we'll make sure that we have color commentary for all the JV or for all the varsity stuff. We'll have a scoreboard, hopefully for at least a team scoreboard for the JV stuff, and we'll go no, because we don't keep it for that. But we'll have them here. How about that?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm not even sure what I'm agreeing to, but yes.
Welcome to Saturday. You just said you'd pay my mortgage for the next 10 years, so I appreciate you saying yes to that. It's much needed on my teacher salary. So we're going to take a break. We'll let you listen to the sights and sounds here at the Proctor Indoor. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back shortly.
Chisago Lakes will be Jen Sanders, and then from Mora it'll be Brayden Inkman. Taylor Peterson. And from Mora, it's Violet Thompson. Up next from Chisago Lakes is Stephen Weiss. And from Mora, Justin Norby. This will be the start of our varsity match.
So back here live at the Proctor Indoor Facility for today's second team matchup. Varsity-wise, you have Mora versus Chisago Lakes. I'm going to turn it over to the man, the myth, the legend, Tanner Hall, who knows more about wrestling than the information I have in that pinky right there. And I know you folks can't see the pinky, but because, you know, right now it's not a visual medium.
It's not a whole lot, yeah, at this point.
But I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm going to get some things going.
Thanks,
We'll
sir.
make sure we won't have individual score setters, but we will have a team
Sounds
scoreboard up top.
Thanks, Ted.
Yep.
So here we go. We went through a whole dual meet worth of JV matches here, which is great to see. Mora always brings a busload, and Chisago has quite a few kids too. So we saw some quite a bit of JV action here. Finally getting going here at 106 between two teams, Mora and Chisago Lake, second duel of the day. I don't know about their seasons thus far, but I know they are fairly close geographically, and they probably have. It's not the first time they've seen each other today. Oh, good attempt, big attempt at a throw here. Nice reversal by Chisago. So in the early goings, quite a bit of action. 2-2 score off the mat. Both guys back to their feet. Attempted a shot here, low in, blocked by Chisago. Again off the mat. Checking for blood. Looks like we're good. So, wrestler from Mora looking to end it early. Chisago said no thank you. And after a flurry, they're back to their feet. Short time left. Mora is looking at. There's a takedown. Some near fall points here. And a quick pin. Start us off. Mora takes a quick early 6-0 lead with a pin in the first period.
Winning the 5 forfeit at 113 from Mora is Anthony Nelson.
So Mora will take Mora's Anthony Nelson will take a forfeit at 113. Brings us up to 120. It looks like
120 from Mora will receive a forfeit would be Cooper Schneed.
another forfeit at 120.
126 from Mora. Nathan Nelson will be receiving a forfeit.
Forfeit at 126 as well. So Chisago forfeiting a couple of these lighter weight classes. And this should be a good matchup. It looks like it'll be Cody Hagberg for Mora and Andrew Novak
132 from Chisago.
for Chisago Lakes.
Novak. And from Mora we have Cody Hegberg.
So these are two varsity wrestlers, two experienced wrestlers. I don't know if they've met. I'm sure they've met at some point in their careers. I don't know if they met this season yet, but I would imagine so. But this should be a good matchup here. So you can see Mora takes the early with the quick pin at 106, and then a couple forfeits. They're big here early on, 24-0 team score-wise, but we'll see if Chisago can mount a bit of a comeback here in some of these later weight classes. Again, as you can see, about a minute in, not much action yet, but again, two experienced wrestlers kind of feeling each other out here, looking for an opening. Off the mat. Shot attempt there. Novak. Good defense by Hagberg. So with 10 seconds left, Novak looking for throw right there at the edge of the mat. Out of bounds. We'll restart. Short time here in first period. So not much happening in the first period here. 0-0. Novak defers. Hagberg chooses down. So kind of odd here to see Chisago with all these holes in their roster. They've traditionally had a pretty full team. It looks like they're kind of heavy at the 106 end, and then up towards the upper middleweights, they've got some extras as well. But only about one person apiece in some of these middleweight classes. And Mora is traditional. They are one of the perennial powerhouses in the area. They've got a full team and then some. Looks like they're just about every weight class, they have at least one extra guy, and I would guess this is the case. Looking at some of their JV wrestlers, it's the case where some of their JV guys would be varsity wrestlers on other teams as well, but just can't happen to beat that guy out at their weight class. So Mora, no shortage of guys here. Getting about a minute in. Novak's in trouble, hanging on for dear life. Hagberg looks to shake him off and get the turn here, but as of yet, no points. And a good Novak, not in terrible position, but he's in a, looks like they call a stalemate here, so not much happening. They'll reset him. So it takes quite a bit of energy for both wrestlers, but particularly the guy on the bottom there carrying all that weight. Hagberg looking for the looking to get the escape. Maybe more here. Nothing yet. Looking for a reversal. No points awarded. As long as Novak can hold on to that leg. And, Novak still has that leg, but Hagberg has to establish control, break control. Oh, Novak goes back to the other leg now. Look for, oh, there we go. But no points. Novak started on top. Couldn't turn to his back, so we'll take a 0-0 into the third period. And Novak chooses down this time. So again, that's a lot of work by both wrestlers, but Hagberg, I would say, exerted more energy on that one. So Hagberg throws the legs in, goes to work, one of those tall, lanky wrestlers. Trying to stretch Novak out here, break him down, look for the turn. And he gets it, but nope, doesn't break the plane. So Novak fights that off and gets a reversal himself. So catches Hagberg out of position. Hagberg had a nice attempt there to some near fall points. Novak was able to squeeze out, wiggle out, and capitalize on it, get the nice 2-point reversal. And Hagberg's got some work to do now. Drive forward there, lift the ankle. So here we are on the edge of the mat. Novak content to try and work a turn here. Burn some time. Hagberg looking to scoot out so we can reset. And we will here. Wrestler's off the mat. So with 40 seconds left, Cody Hagberg's down 2-0. Still within his reach, but he's going to have to make his move soon here. Again, Novak lifting that ankle, driving forward, trying to not allow Hagberg to make his move. Oh, Hagberg to his feet. Right idea, good attempt, but Novak looks like he's going to be able to fight this off, but no, still some time left here. Novak a bit out of position, but readjusts. It's the half. Just a few seconds left. Can Hagberg, oh, almost there. Novak gets a couple near fall points at the end here. That'll do it. 3-point near fall. Good tough match. Again, not high scoring, but that was a really good match. A lot of defense by both wrestlers, and Novak picks up a nice 5-0 victory to get Chisago on the board team-wise. We'll move along to 132. Or sorry, 138. Where it will be for Chisago Lakes, Harry Troop, and for Mora Avery Nelson. Or, sorry, Hayden Troop. Nope, Brock Folkema. Not Avery Nelson. So, sorry, at Chisago Lakes, we've got Hayden Troop. Sorry, Hayden Troop. And at for Mora, Brock Folkema. Nice takedown there. Looking for a cradle there, but still got that elbow tight. Now he's got it locked up. Look for the turn. Gets it there. Some near fall points. There we go. Troop fights off. 3-point near fall. 5-0. He's got the wrist, looking for more here. Short time left for another quick turn. Not going to happen, so that'll be we'll be up. Folkema up 5-0 going into the third period. Our first period, sorry, end of the first. Mora defers. Chisago chooses down. Ooh, tries to roll through there. Granby, not happening.
Hey, do I got that right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
I got to be right today.
It's not that rare of an occurrence, is it?
Well, we're just going to leave that alone.
Okay, fair enough.
It's just best that way.
I have picked on you a little bit already today, so
That's
I'm gonna
okay. Hey, no, you
I'm
go
gonna-
ahead. You do your thing.
I'm going to let it slide.
Hey, as I tell the students, I rip on me, so feel free.
I've taken enough of the low-hanging fruit, though. I guess it's time to. I got to
You
put a
should
little
work
effort
harder,
in.
yeah,
I should,
you're
and
right.
I'm going to admit that right now. But you know, working with high school students, they give you a lot of material to work with. It's not, you don't really have to work there, but
That is
with
true.
you, it's a bit more of a challenge, and I should embrace that challenge instead of complain about it.
God, you're a whiner.
You're not the first person to say so. Today, but not ever.
Today, I thought I heard Max saying something earlier.
Okay, well, you know what? I think that's true. Okay. Well, second that I've heard.
Okay,
anyway,
gotcha.
Most people have probably heard it
As
or said it.
everybody's,
But
as everybody's going at home is going, well, these two just shut up.
I know. I liked it better when there was no talking.
38 people watching. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in. We're glad that we can be here for you. Do me a favor. If you have the ability and you can use the chat, if there is an issue with sound or picture that you think is coming from our end, please let us know in the chat. We are always open to suggestions on how we can be better for what we're doing. But thank you for being here. Thank you to our sponsors. And thank you to Tanner for being here and giving you all the information you need because, boy, can you imagine what it would be if I was announcing this sport by myself and I had no history with it.
I'm hearing it. I'm listening to it in my head right now. It's not totally. There's some entertainment value, but informational, no, not so much.
Yeah, I think actually, but here's the deal. Since I've started talking, we gained 2 people, so I think it's all my doings.
Well, it's tough to argue with numbers, stats like that. So Mora takes a 5-0 lead in the third period here. Troop's going to have to get a turn and then some if he wants to crawl back into this match. Now we're at 40, so again, you're right. I don't know what else it could be.
It's got to be me.
the Morgan Freeman of Proctor High School Sports Broadcasting.
You are?
No, you, I
Oh.
would say.
I doubt that. Oh, no, we lost one that said, no, I'm out.
Too much.
We're coming to the end of our winter sports setup for right now, which is just one really kind of odd to say, but also tough to say for the fact that we've had, how do I put this? We've had a lot of broadcasts in 2 months.
Yeah,
Let's
man,
just put it
I
that
saw
way.
the schedule. It's incredible. But you've been a busy guy.
Well, I got to be very thankful to people like yourself and to Caitlin Marnich and to Chad Brenna and to Tim Roweeder and, of course, all of our students. Because without them, really, honestly, without you here, we don't have a program. We have a broadcast, but it's pretty silent, and we're just listening to crowds. And the folks like yourself and the others that have helped with the color commentary and things like that have really added to what we are able to bring to not only our community but the surrounding communities that come and visit us and play. So I'm very lucky to do what I do. I don't take it for granted, that's for sure, because it could disappear tomorrow. I'm very lucky for what I get to be part of. Oh, and I did.
So an escape and takedown by Mora right there at the end, and it'll be an 8-0 decision. With that takedown, it brings him up into the major decision, bumps him up 1 more point. That's an extra team point. So 4 points instead of 3.
So it'll be a 7 to. Oh no, sorry, I went the other way.
Here we go. So 145.
So at 145 pounds from Chisago Lakes is Nolan Huffman, and from Mora is Gail Shaheen.
All right, so that's Nolan Huffman for Chisago Lakes and Gail Shadeen from Mora. And a quick takedown and turn here to his back. And it's a tough spot to be in for Chisago, but he's managed to fight him off for now.
He's rolling though.
But a long time.
Nice cradle.
Well, not quite a cradle. We call that a head and arm. Need the leg for the cradle, but.
No, I meant the defensively for Chisago,
gotcha.
cradling up to get those shoulders off the mat.
I see. I gotcha.
That is a cradle, right? When you go up on your own, or bridge.
There
Be
you
a
go.
bridge.
Yep.
Sorry, my
Yep.
bad. I knew I had it in my head.
And you got there eventually. So another quick pin for Mora. Another 16 points. So at 52.
Up next at 152 pounds from Chisago Lakes is Braden Ritter, and from Mora is Cole Gamal.
All right, so from Chisago Lakes, Nolan Huffman and Mora Cole Gamal.
Correction, Connor.
Nope, Connor. Connor Gamal.
And what weight class are we right
We
now?
are at 152.
Thank you.
That's a deep single leg. That's a textbook double leg takedown there. And looks like we're gonna play the takedown game here. So 2 quick takedowns. Up again. So again, each takedown has been different. Oh, there we go, Chisago. So I don't really like this game as much anymore. So fighting back here. There's some good defense there. Good block. Reshot there by Connor. Another takedown.
I can't keep up with the points.
It is. It's been rapid here in the early and often in the first period. There's an escape by Chisago. And More takedown from Mora. Looks like some back points here at the end. Maybe a near fall.
Can he hold on?
Not quite.
Not exactly.
A lot of very close literal last-second pins here.
Yeah.
Today. So after a number of quick takedowns, and again, Chisago put up a good fight, fought back, gets the pin. Connor Gamal. So that'll bring us to 160. And I believe Chisago's open here, but.
At 160 pounds, Tucker Haas will be receiving a forfeit.
So forfeit for Tucker Haas. Mora, 160. I think 170 will also be a forfeit.
At 170 pounds, Dominic Adams from Mora will be receiving.
He can't get his pants off.
What's that what we're waiting for?
Yeah,
So
he's right here in the hall.
okay, there I see him. So Dom Adams, Mora's wrestler, struggling some equipment malfunction here, trying to get his warm-ups off.
His knee brace was rolling up with the pant leg.
Typically, wrestlers are a little more prepared, but
He says, "Hold on a minute, hold on. I'm working on it."
still working on getting his singlet up here, head.
Oh, I think the camera can actually see that. It can, absolutely.
Oh,
It's-
so they
it's-
were getting it all.
They are getting a C over there on the left-hand side. He's working on it. He's got his headgear now. He says, "One more second, I'll be over."
It's casually late here, Dom Adams to the mat for his forfeit. And straps are giving him. There we go.
Oops.
So we almost could have got another match in that point, but now we're up to 182 here. I believe it'll be Austin Seifert for Chisago Lakes.
Now at 182 pounds is Austin Seifert from Chisago Lakes, and from Mora it's Tommy Knox.
And Tommy Nosbush from Mora.
Big take for Mora there.
Yeah, and Nosbush is actually, boy, he's a lot bigger than last time we saw him. He's I don't think he wrestled the last year or two, but state wrestler in the past, so very accomplished. And I don't believe he wrestled last year, but he's
Caught that arm.
Yep. He was definitely not 182 last time I saw him.
Well, he's all of that and maybe a pork chop more.
Couple. Well, they said they had with some, depending on when you wrestle, if you wrestle the night before, you get additional pounds. So it could be 4 pounds above the weight class today. So it could be 186, and I would agree. He's all of that. So you mentioned the end of the spring season. Is it really, do you do much in the, or sorry, not the spring,
the
winter
winter
season, the spring season with baseball and track? Those are kind of some harder sports to really broadcast.
Baseball, softball, lacrosse are easy to do. We'll try to put together some, for the track and field stuff, we'll try to put together basically some highlight stuff if we have home meets. Right now, we're not sure with
that's true.
anything.
Right.
March 8th will be the big date
That's
that
true.
they're going to
I
come
forgot
out
about
with
that.
all that information. So we just don't even know what it's going to look like right now. And the saddest thing is that, that season starts 2 weeks after that announcement. There's not even like a carryover where you have more time. I mean, it's going to be bang bang.
Yep.
And so it'll be different. But we'll definitely, if it's on the turf at this point, and then softball also, we'll try. We're still going to try to do both JV and varsity. We're not 100% sure how that's going to look or how that's going to work out.
Yep.
Especially with softball wanting to play down on their field, which totally get. I understand that. But if with us having to, let me rephrase. I was going to say having to do both broadcasts, but with us, the school and the program wanting to do both JV and varsity, it makes it easier if we are, let's just say, set up at Eggerdall on the turf,
Oh, sure, that
up
makes
in the
sense.
press box
Yep.
for the football press box, and we can broadcast from there, and we're not having to take it down, put it up, take it down, put it up. You
Yep,
know,
sure.
so if we can get softball to move over and stuff, it'll make it a little easier for doing both. I just don't know exactly how that's going to balance and work out. But we are hoping to do as much as we can to bring that forward. But until we truly have an idea on the 8th of March of what this is going to look like, it just makes it a bit harder. The long-winded answer.
No, that was a good answer. I forgot, you know, that I know they hit. Oh, Nosbush gets a turn here.
Boy, he gets wide.
Yep. That's again textbook there in that position. Sprawl out, gets the pin. So Mora, pretty dominating performance thus far. Another pin, and well, we'll see. Chisago puts anybody out for some of these. I know they wrestled their heavyweight last time, but I'm. So Mora's 195 will take a forfeit. I would not have wanted to wrestle him. Any of these big guys.
I'd give it a shot.
Oh, well, maybe we can put that together. 220 will be a forfeit for Mora, and double forfeit at heavyweight. All right. So Mora puts together a pretty dominating win there, 70-3. That wraps up our second duel of the day, so stay tuned, folks. Little break. Again, clean the mats, and we'll get going again with our final duel of the day. It'll be Proctor Hermantown United versus the Mora Mustangs.
Is that who it'll be? You sure?
Yes.
All right, just making sure.
Yep. You did make me question it for a minute, but that is it.
Well, while we do that, quick, before we go to break, I want to make sure that we thank our sponsors, thank those who make all of this possible. We want to make sure that we thank the Reed Foundation, the Rails Endowment for Academic, Art, and Athletic Development, the Irving Community Club Polling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies, Highway 53 in Hermantown, Heritage Window and Door, Superior, Wisconsin, Woodage Trailer Sales in Esco, Lake Superior Office Solutions, Stream Dudes, the Rob and Barb Shaler Charitable Foundation, LensMart Mortgage, Troy Service Center right here in Main Street, Proctor, and Audiology Concepts with 5 locations, to Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Edina, and Burnsville. And also a huge thank you to our students. I know that here at Wrestling, because we use a stationary camera and we don't have students that want to do the color commentary and play-by-play stuff, you know, it's... there are no students here, but at every other one of our broadcasts, we have students here. They're setting up, they're taking down, they're running the cameras, they're running the score widgets, they're running the computers. And again, honestly, without them and without those like yourself and Brenna and Marnage and others helping out, we wouldn't have this. And a huge shout out. And I know I get a lot of pats on the back, which I try to deflect and send to others. The one pat on the back that I really think needs to be out there is to Tim Roweeder.
Absolutely.
I mean, honestly, 5 years ago, he voluntold me that I was going to run this. And, I mean, today, he's still here. He was here for part of the day.
Yep.
The other night when we had doubleheader Thursday night with hockey and basketball, he's at hockey taking care of that, working with those students, doing the broadcast, putting it away, setting it up. And he never, ever winces at it or anything. I'll be out of town next weekend. We've got a home girls basketball game that I was just going to say, okay, we're not going to broadcast. And he said, no, I'll do it. And because he is the guy that he is. And so huge kudos should really go out to Tim Roweeder. And if you're part of the Proctor Hermantown United and you get an opportunity, you see Tim or want to send Tim a message, please do, because honestly, without Tim, I don't think we're even here, because we wouldn't have had the meeting 5 years ago to even start this program.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, Tim's good at voluntolding, but it's not just that. He'll jump in, and it's got to be nice for you to know that you can not be here and things can still happen and it wouldn't fall apart. And yeah, absolutely. So big thank you to Tim as well, and the students. I've got some of the kids in class that do this, and they talk about it, and I know that you've got a couple diehards, and it's one more thing for them to do. It's not they don't. Just another opportunity that we give at Proctor, that they don't have to play a sport. They can be behind just as important role. And like I think it's almost becoming kind of expected for a lot of schools to just have, broadcast in some way. And it's just cool that we can do what we do and do it as good as we do it. And it's been fun to be a part of this year. But, yeah.
Yeah, it's it was cool. I'll bring up the AAA assembly we had the other night at the St. Luke Sports and Event Center. It was the first time that we got to honor seniors from Rails TV as part of the event.
Really cool.
Yeah, so Bernice Childers and Ian Shevchek. And you talk about diehards. I mean, Ian not so much this year just because he's got so much going on with work and stuff. But before this year, he was any event I'd ask him to be at. When they take my class, they have to do 10 events.
Okay.
5 if you think about how the school year is split up in the fall to winter, right? They got to do 5 in the fall, whether it's volleyball, football, whatever.
Yep.
Then they've got to do 5 in that first calendar part of winter. Basketball, basketball, hockey, that kind of stuff. And then when we hit second semester, we still have usually have half of the winter
season left,
and then we have spring.
Yep.
And so they got to do 5. So those kids have to do 5 for that last half of winter, and then 5 in the spring. So we are able to bring these broadcasts.
Yeah.
But like you take someone like Bernice, even up to today. I mean, I needed a student for Thursday night because another student had a family thing happen. I asked her at 2:00 in class, Bernice, can you be there? I think I can be. I said, no, I don't. I can't ever think. It's either yes or no. Yep, I'll be there. And she never wavers, never ever wavers. If she can be there, she's there. Carly Glass, another one.
Okay.
Just always, willing to come help if she can. And I've been really, really lucky with the students we've had. The students that, didn't get a whole lot of love because of, where we were with the program, like a Ben Nyland. He was the first one to come in when we got our first TriCaster. He came in on a summer day in June, sat and played with it for like 3 hours, and still knows more about that TriCaster than I do 5 years later. It's crazy. Or Samuel Larson. Ben and Sam were our first 2. I remember being at Cloquet football.
Yep.
They give the visiting coaches that little tiny spot on the right side if you're looking at the press box from outside. And we had Ben and Sam running things, and they were tucked into this like small closet cubby space doing their thing. But again, without them, we're not able to do this. You and I could sit here if we could run a stationary camera the whole time and be all right. But without them, this program as a whole is just not here.
That's really cool. Bernice was exactly one of the students I was talking about. I have her and Ian, and they're taking public speaking for me right now. So not their favorite thing to do. I suppose neither one of them really wanted to be there at the AAA assembly. But it's cool that there's been students here that long now that have gone through and. Because it'd be 5 years in the program?
This is the we're coming on the end, so we'll be 6 years coming up here at the end of the year.
Okay.
And we've been I've been blessed, man. This is a great thing. I stress out a lot about it because I want the best product for those at home watching and being part of it. I want the best learning environment. We've been able to really go out and with sponsors like. I'm just going to throw the big one out there, the Robin Barb Charitable Foundation. Sure. They've given money to our program to help buy the broadcasting machines and the extra equipment we need for new cameras and all this stuff. And without the support of our community, without the support of, our sponsors and without, honestly, the support of the school,
oh, yeah.
We would really be in a situation where we'd be right there with every other school in the district and in the surrounding area where we're using Barnview and things like that, and iFan. And I'm not saying anything bad about that. It's just cool that we have our own platform where we can do what we want to do
absolutely.
Instead of having to stay inside guidelines or make people pay to watch and stuff, because that was one of the big things. We started out on a pay platform where people had to pay to watch, and we wanted to make it so that grandmas, aunts, uncles, godparents, whoever, don't care, could just log in and watch, and we've been cool. We had a football game one time where we had folks from Europe that were family members that were on the chat, and they were talking about, thank you for doing this, and they were getting to watch their kid play or their family member play football.
And they're all recorded too, right? So you can watch live, but you could go if you missed it, you could go back in
Absolutely,
and watch it. So and is that typical of other? I mean,
No, well, sometimes yeah, sometimes no, but most of the time no, because what they're doing is they're doing it on somebody else's platform.
Okay,
And so they don't have the ability.
Kind of like you're buying ice time or whatever. You
Right.
buy that air time, and that's it. And
Right. Now, if you're using a system, there are a few systems out there that some schools are using where they can record it at the exact same time. Then, yeah. But see, we're lucky that we're able to, through the help with Stream Dudes. If you're looking for broadcasting stuff, streamdudes.com. John and Chris down there are some of the most amazing, helpful people that will help you get going for the best dollar price you can. And then when you have that ability to stream it right to whatever platform you're going to do, whether it's using Twitch, YouTube, whatever, and then it's there forever. And if you go back and look at our YouTube channel right now, unless YouTube dies, which I don't.
Right, we talked about that I think last time. Yeah,
I just don't see that ever unless I don't see it happening. But we also have the ability to go onto YouTube, and we're able to, since it's our channel, we own it. We can actually go down and we can pull all these videos down, and then we could archive them on a server that people would still be able to go out and get them. But the cool parts of, you look at, and I'm long-winded, so you got to interrupt me. Because I love talking about this program.
No, well, I've got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well,
I'll take a break.
I was just thinking about so the sponsors and the students do so much of the back. Are they involved with getting the sponsors at all, or talking to them? Because I'm just spitballing. You and I have talked about kind of teaming up with some. I do some public speaking classes and things like that. If we're talking about these authentic experiences, maybe having some students go. I don't know who's in charge of. I don't know who does all the sponsors. So if it's you, and if maybe we could. And again, I think a lot of the students get into this thing because they'd rather be behind the cameras than in front of them. But that's one more
talk, yeah.
And I think from a business standpoint, I can't imagine that they would not. I mean, that they would love having students come in and be part of that pitch or help with that too. So I was just curious if they do any of that. Or
yeah, we haven't really had much of that at this point, just because of a lot of that happens outside of the school day.
Oh, I suppose it almost has to. Yeah.
So it's just a lot of it that way. But it's not a bad idea. But the problem that I run into in just being who I am and the aspect of how I would like to see it done is that I'm very much a get in front of the people. Mm-hmm. Because we all know, especially in today's busy day, that if you have a pile of papers on your desk, if it's not meeting exactly what you're looking for right now, it's got a 10-second look, mm-hmm. and it goes in a garbage can. But at least when you're face to face, even if they tell you no, you can still, even with your public speaking, you can teach kids body language.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
You can tell them what to read, mm-hmm. how to read when they're talking to the people to know what they should change or how they should change. So if we're in public and we're at a place and I'm face to face, I can tell if it's a real no or not.
Sure.
Or if it's not for now. Mm-hmm. Or if it's I didn't know about anything like that. You know what? Mm-hmm. In my head, I got to think about it, but it's a no for now.
Sure.
And you can actually read that language without them actually having to say that. You can read the language of whether you should pitch the big package or not.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because half the time, most people send out things to businesses about, hey, you know what? We would really like your sponsor. Here's options for you. And they look at the options and they go, okay. And they really don't know truly
what that means.
I mean, they can see what's written there, but they don't know what that picture really looks like.
Yep.
And so, we have some great sponsors that have reached out to us. We have some great sponsors that we've reached out to that have not even thought about saying no. Just as of late, we've brought on LendSmart Mortgage and Ideology Concepts. And they've just been great for us. And it's not big donations. It's not big money, but it's enough to, buy an extra set of broadcast headsets.
Sure.
It's enough to, buy some cables that we might need so that we have them so that if one gets frayed or an end gets bent, we're able to have that in our carry case, mm-hmm. and we're able to go to work. So, you know, it's not always about the biggest dollars given. You know, it's more about, to me, about the having that stable of even smaller dollars so that you have something to count on down the road, because you can't ever count on the big donations. You know what I mean? But if you were one of our donors and, you know, you're willing to give $100 now, I can come to you in 6 months and go, you know, we're looking to do this because this happened. Would you be willing to do another $100? Compared to if you just gave us 10 grand, you might tell me, you know, I just gave you 10 grand.
Yep.
You know, so a lot of times even the smaller donations are even better than the big ones, because you could sustain them longer as those as folks of help, if you will.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
What are we doing?
Looks like we just got the coin toss done.
All right.
And boy, maybe some JV.
So as we get ready to start the next duel,
Turn this up a little.
Mora will be away and red, Proctor will be home and green.
Proctor Hermantown, sir.
That's yes.
Nope, we're going varsity
going
first.
varsity
JV
first this time.
second.
All
So let's go. We got to go to work.
What? It's about time, I guess.
What? Work?
So Landon Leco, who's kind of bounced around. He's wrestled some varsity. He's wrestled some JV. He wrestled JV earlier today. Looks like we're going to send him out for a varsity match today, which is cool. Again, all never turned down some experience, and Landon has accepted his role. Kind of done. He's one of those kids, just sort of whatever you ask him to do.
It sounds like it's Carter.
From Mora is
Carter Gamal. So quick
At 106?
106. Yep. Pretty nice, quick, smooth takedown there. Looking, kind of a freestyle move almost there, but yeah, good. Landon adjusts nicely. Again, works up. Good mat return by Mora.
So that's correct, right? Since they changed it up on me?
That is correct.
Perfect. We're just usually on that bench.
Yeah.
And everything on the scorecard on the computer is with that bench. So.
And Carter gets a turn here. Landon's putting up a good effort here. That is not a fun spot to be in. And tough to fight off, but he does for quite a while. But Carter Gamal from Mora gets a early pin. Start off Mora again. And if you're watching the last duel with Chisago, dominating effort, and there, from top to bottom, Mora's a good team. They've represented the section at state. Not last year, but I think the year before they were there. So I mean,
Robert.
Yep, will be a couple forfeits. Wow, forfeits here. And our next match, I believe, will be Roberts at 126.
I have to, after the season's over here, I have to get Robert some donuts.
Oh, yeah? What kind of deals you have with him?
Well, our last home meet, have you not heard about this? About my backpack?
No.
So we load everything out of here, my backpack with our broadcasting laptop in it. I left it laying on the ground here. I've never done that in 5 years. And Robert found it and was the one that gave it to the coaches.
Wow.
As he was driving out, as Coach McPhee had already driven past it and didn't even notice it. And I was freaking out.
I imagine you would.
I've told the coaches I was going to get Robert stuff right away, but then I was told, no, let's wait till after the season. So I'm going to get him some donuts.
Which he will gladly accept.
So who's green? Us or them?
I think us.
So it's 2-1 them right now.
Correct.
Well, that's all I would need to know.
Yep, so a quick takedown by Mora, and then Robert got an escape. We're looking for a takedown of his own. Yeah, and this is a good matchup here.
All right, perfect. I think I'm good. But yeah, oh no, it's not 106 though.
126.
Yes.
Well, that was awfully nice of Robert, who probably would have done it even without donuts involved.
He didn't know about the donuts, and I actually just got to see him today.
2 points. Another quick takedown by Robert.
I just saw him today. It was the first time I'd seen him since.
Oh, I suppose.
And I told him, I said, dude, you got to let me know because you got to, after the season's done, I got donuts for you. And I know he would have done it without.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
He's a great kid. And but I want to say thank you because I'm telling you, I had to call McPhee and find out that they were up at the local spot there and talking about the match that had just happened. And and Mac had it in his car because Robert had given it to Mac, and I was at the school, at the arena, in my truck. I was here. I went every place, and I'm like, oh, my God, somebody has it and not going to turn it in. So it was, it was a bit trying on my part, let's just say.
Well, especially when there's no students around to blame it on. It's only you.
Right, absolutely.
Nice to have a fall guy at least, but then not today.
Yeah, but it's crazy. Like I said, I mean, honestly, in 5 years, I've never, ever, not down at Excel during state for the girls or anything, have I ever left a piece of equipment behind. And to have that be left behind was
right. It's not like I'm forgetting a cable or something. This was
our broadcast machine. Yeah. That was tough. That was
Robert with another escape. He's coming off fire. I mean, ooh. And he responds quick with a nice takedown. So this is going to be a good matchup. And Robert's at weight class 132 and 126. Just a lot of good wrestlers. But Robert is really, again, this has kind of been I would say last year was sort of a breakout year for him, and this may be even another breakout year. He just continues to improve. He kind of becomes more comfortable. He's sort of found his style. Robert, there's some edge to Robert. He can get a little mean, which can help you on the mat.
But can't they all, though? Honestly, I mean, anybody, depending on what, especially if you're a competitor.
Yes. Well, and we talk about in any sport. We talk about Coach McNamee, Dave McNamee, would always talk about flipping that switch, And when you step on the mat, you have to have a different mentality.
Absolutely.
And or on the courts or on the field, whatever. And Robert has kind of always had that, but he's really figured out, when to turn it on and off. He's in some ways he's like the Hulk. It never turns it off, really. But
yeah, but he's grown up from where he was years ago to now, and I mean,
I remember talking to Robert, and I had lunch duty for somebody. I don't know what I had done wrong to get that, but I was doing lunch duty one year and talked to Robert in 8th grade, and when he came out. So I mean, and that's another thing. I mean, this is Robert's 4th year of wrestling, and he's come such a long way.
He was early. Wait, why didn't they stop?
Guess the ref didn't think he was, but
he blew his whistle though.
Well, it's to start.
But they had already started.
Yes, right. I mean, I'm not.
So I was thinking that whistle was for something after the fact.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you, but yeah, there was definitely some movement, some early movement, but
my bad.
No. So that'll be 4-4 going in the 3rd period. Mora's, I'm guessing, going to start down. Yep. Okay, so Robert's going to choose the alternate start here. Ooh, there's a real quick takedown. Robert again. Call that move a whizzer when you tuck that arm in between the leg and try and press down. Again, Robert right back up on his feet. So there's the takedown. I worded it early, but the ref finally gave it there. Nice mat return, good trip forward. Ooh, Robert trying to hip over. Oh, great idea, but potentially dangerous there. I'll stop it. Yep. That's just a good stretch.
Arm looks longer.
Again, that's part of Robert's style. There's constant movement, which is what you want, obviously. But Robert looking for a switch there.
Under a minute here in the third.
Yep. So we're looking for another good mat return by Mora there. And again, yep, you hear the coaches keep that weight on to make your opponent carry your weight on top. Exert some energy. So 30 seconds left. Robert's going to have to make a move here quick. Look for escape, takedown, reversal.
Ten seconds now.
Oh, right on the edge, and oh, there we go. He's got to go right after him. A dive in. Just not enough time. That's a heck of a match, and that's, again, quality opponent there. Another great match. Nathan Nelson gets the 6-5 victory. So that's Robert hates to lose. He's not going to be happy about that one, but that was a hard-fought match. So I'll bring up Zach McPhee. And let's see who Mora will put out. Avery Nelson, I believe, against Zach McPhee.
From Mora is Avery Nelson, and from Proctor Hermantown is Zach McPhee.
Avery Nelson?
Yep. Now, I'm going to say this, and I think I'm right, but if I remember correctly, these two met as 7th or 8th graders at 106 to go to state.
And this is
in a wrestle back. This is 138.
Thank you.
But they met in a wrestle back to go to state, and it went into overtime, if I remember right, and Zach ended up losing. I think this was, well, these two have wrestled before, and I think that's where they met each other. Well, they, at least, and again, so now both a couple years older, 20, 25 pounds heavier.
And stronger.
Yes. Ooh, good throw. Again, that's kind of one of those big risk, big reward moves, but ends up 0 points for both wrestlers. Again, this is kind of one of those matches where it doesn't look like a lot's happening, but they're just, you know, counter move, counter move, counter move, move. So no points yet in the first period, but a lot of action happening.
Want to thank Devin Wagner for posting in on our chat. Says best broadcast that I've seen yet.
Well, that's cool.
So thanks, you, Devin.
Devin.
Appreciate that. Glad to know that we are giving a good view and some great sound, I hope.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Got 35 people watching right now. Thank you for joining us, whether you're Proctor Hermantown faithful or you're visiting with us from Mora or Chisago Lakes. Thank you for joining us, and glad to have you here.
So Zach in deep on a single here, but no points yet. Again, got to establish control. Moore trying to do the same thing. It's an awkward position. If Zach can get the head here. There, should be two. There, right at the end of the period.
And he's going to get two out of that.
McPhee picks up a late takedown after a good scramble. Moore's going to defer. Zach will choose down. So going to warn red for stalling. It's a quick warning.
And where was the stall at there?
It was actually warned, I believe, was it Zach Green? I think they warned Zach for stalling. But reversal there. Again, Avery, Nelson, pretty solid wrestler himself, so knew what Zach was trying to do.
That was, at least from what I saw, that was almost bad news.
Yes.
As he pulled the hands through and they came free and
Yeah,
Mora was up.
well,
Well, there it is.
That's, yep, just like that.
That's exactly what I was talking about a few seconds earlier. Under a minute here in the second.
So Zach with a 4-2 lead. And again, Nelson looking to capitalize on this reversal. He's got the wrist sucked up there. Here they are on the edge of the mat, and we go off out of bounds. We'll reset. Roll through. So Nelson, a pretty good position here, but looking to turn, get some near fall points out of this. Not enough. Zach looking to headhunt. And Zach kind of escapes there in a bit of trouble, but.
So what was the motion that the referee was just giving?
So he was, you have to have your soldiers, I don't know what the exact angle is, but they were, so that's kind of saying like, no, they're even.
They're
like,
oh,
level
so
is not turned far enough.
I gotcha.
For to start counting the near fall points.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm going to miss not having wrestling.
You don't hear a lot of people say that.
Dude, I like hanging out with you. I like what I learned from you. I like what we bring to the fans at home, and I love the fact that we have something like this that'll allow these kids to go back and look at it and use it as other film to get better.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been fun. I had some doubts when when I was kind of voluntold to do the broadcasting. Zach's got a cradle locked up, looks and get the turn, but again, one of those scrambles that comes out on top. But it's kind of like you said, could have gone either way, but Zach in control now. That's tight. Boy, this would be if Zach can finish him off. Yeah, this would be a big win either way, but a pin would be.
Now he's really got it locked in there.
Tight. But again, Nelson's not gonna. Wow!
And he gets it.
That's a big win. That's a great win for Zach, and a pin no less.
That's 3, 6.
That's 16 points.
That's right. I knew that. I corrected it before you said it.
It was, I mean, it's kind of a toss-up either way who could have won that match. So I did not expect a pin from either one, but it's a really nice win for Zach. All right, so now we have Gabe Castleman, our first of 3 seniors on the team.
Next at 145 pounds from Mora is Cole Gamal.
So he's wrestling Cole Gamal,
Gabe Castleman.
looking for the inside trip. Gabe fighting, playing some good defense now. There's a 2-point takedown. Again, I believe, boy, Gabe started with us 7th or 8th grade, so this is 5th or 6th year, and he's, again, come a long way and really improved and just become a solid starter for PH United. It's been fun to see him grow and kind of gain some confidence this year. There we go, Gabe. Oh. So, final home match for Gabe. Hopefully he can get the win.
Is that correct right here?
Yep. Yep.
Perfect.
Oh, Gabe looking for a reversal zone. So Gabe's kind of in a tough position, but also, all right. Well, no, see, I'm not sure if that's the right. Okay, there we go. No. Well,
Because Mora's got the 2, right?
yeah, but he signaled reversal, but that would have meant that Gabe would have.
Got 2.
I think that's, yeah, but I don't think that happened. So I think this is the right score. We'll talk about it when they at the break, but I think that's right. So there's the reversal. Now that's
2.
So nice job by Gabe. Gonna tie it up here at the end, 2-2. Oh, and that's Gabe was kind of become one of his signature moves there, looking for it. So maybe he can set that up again. Gabe's choice down.
Keep driving.
Yeah.
Gave it to him.
Another reversal. That's a quick reversal for Gabe. Oh.
And
Reversed himself. So Gabe will have to build back up to his base and try to do that again.
with that extra mic we added, if you're quiet, can you hear the fans?
Yeah, I have. I have.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's so different than from the last. Yeah, I mean, you can hear everything really. Your coaches comments and. Oh. All right, we've got about 45 seconds left here.
Second. In the second, right?
45 seconds, not 45 minutes. Wow.
No,
in the second
I said in the second.
Yes.
Not seconds.
I think I said 45 minutes, but.
If you did, that's great. We have that on tape.
Yeah.
I tell you, Gabe's going to be super tired.
Yeah, this is a longer match than expected. So after a flurry of activity about the first 20 seconds of the second period, not much has happened here. 20 seconds left. Let's see if Gabe can get an escape or reversal here. We take a lead into the last period. And it looks like he might. So he can get his hips over. Or get that arm out. Went some near fall here, maybe.
2.
So 2 reversal. He's counting. He's going to get some near fall point. Oh, just at the end. But Gabe put himself in a great position.
Did just give him 2.
Did. So he got the 2-point near fall. So you get the near falls come on the 2-point and 3-point variety, depending on how long you turn your opponent to the back or to their back. So what Gabe took what would have been a 4-4 tie and turned it into a 8-4 lead there right at the end. Gave himself some cushion here going into the third. Again, not by no means over yet. He's got some work to do, but keep his hips there. Good readjustment.
The agility of these guys. I mean, and I understand it's wrestling. You got to be agile. But just like some of the things we watched, like earlier when we were talking about Alex and with his, spinning on his head to get up out of that stuff. Just the ability to throw your body around and be so agile.
Yep, and it's we refer to it as kind of as mat awareness, and it's one of those things that's really tough to teach. But just you kind of feel, right? When you're in a bad position, and I think a lot of sports it's similar. And kind of Gabe's in a bad position now, but getting extended. But I think that's one of the big things. That's what's really helped. Good reversal there by Gamal. That's one of the things Gabe has really kind of figured out this year. He started to feel when you're in a good position, feel when you're in a bad position. You feel when's the right time to hit this move or hit that move. But yeah, we work on some of a lot of the warm-ups. We work on agility. We work on some tumbling kind of elements.
45 seconds left here into the third period.
Gabe's got a try to roll through here. So again, doesn't look like Gabe's just content to hold on. He's going to try and get a reversal here. Oh, don't reach back, Gabe.
That's the coach in you, right?
I know. So Gamal, again, both wrestlers, he's going to need a turn here to get some points. 10 seconds left, not much time, and Gabe is gonna, oh, that could have gone either way. And that's awesome. It looks like Gabe's gonna finish out his home career here with a win, and that's a great win. That is, Gamal is a quality wrestler. That's a great win for Gabe. You can see he's pretty excited about that. Nice job, Gabe. So Gabe ends his senior career at home with a win. Really a nice come from behind victory. So our second senior, Alex McPhee, will be up next.
Winning via forfeit from Mora is Connor Gamal at 152 pounds.
52. So looks like they're gonna bump Alex up to 160, and he'll get Tucker Haas, I believe.
That's what I just heard somebody say.
At 160 pounds from Mora, we have Tucker Haas, and from Proctor Hermantown, we have Alex McPhee.
Again, it must be one of those situations where the coach is kind of, ooh, it could have been a big throw there. Went for it, but he missed. And Alex capitalizes for a quick takedown. But coaches must have conferred and decided this would be the best matchup. And again, that's what you like to see.
Alex, one of our captains, you know.
Yep, senior captain. Again, as I said, he's gonna, he will own, or does own pretty much every record. Ooh. So a quick near fall, but then Haas gets given the escape here.
So who's got 4?
Alex.
All right.
Yep.
Again, they're not on the right side benches, and it's messing with me and
Yeah,
making
well,
sure I keep that right.
It's one of those sometimes with the team. If the team's already there, spend kind of in the times we're in.
Especially,
Just leave 'em,
yeah, I get
because we
you.
have to watch everything down and all the precautions we're taking. But so Alex remains in control. The tip, and that's, you know, I these last 2 matches, I just this is kind of a Alex has always been an incredibly technical wrestler, but if you've met Alex, he's pretty low key, pretty mellow.
Oh yeah,
He
very
just,
mellow.
He looks, and you see this every once in a while, but he just looks like coming out and just there's kind of an edge, a little meanness there, which is I haven't seen from him, and that's good. I mean, as long as it's in control, so he's not wasting any time.
And that'll be the end of the first.
6-1. Alex.
I don't want to short the folks at home here, so I've got to get the score correct.
Right.
Sorry about that, folks. But we are now correct on the team score, that is.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
I had it at 27-9 instead of giving them that last forfeit before
forfeit
this
at
match.
52, yep.
Yeah.
So nice reversal there by Alex. He's going to get some near fall points here. Call that a Peterson, at least that's what we refer to it as. Again, other people probably have some different names for it, but so a quick 2-point reversal and a nice 3-point near fall. Alex will. Oh, another near fall here.
Got to get that arm under,
Right.
and he got it free. I'm learning so much from you.
He did get the 2-point near. So if you turn them to their back, expose their back for at least 2 seconds, you get the 2 points. If it's for 5 seconds, you get the 3-point near fall. So he did get a quick 2.
So in this case, if it were to end at the end of this last minute here in the second, he'd get a major decision because it's 8 points or higher.
Correct. Yep. Look at you. So yeah, well, 1-7 is just a decision. That's 3 team points. Major decision is 8-14. That's 4 points. And then if you're up by 15 at any point in the match, they stop it. It's tech fall, and then you get pin is 6. So
I'm so tired watching this.
well, yeah. I mean, the amount of energy that it takes to go 6 minutes for. I mean, even when not much is happening and either guy's moving, there's just a ton of energy exerted. Like I said, carrying that weight, maintaining the pressure. Looking for a. Oh.
Yep, stay there, stay there.
There we go.
Yep. 10
So
seconds left here, second period. Yeah, I learned. I'll wait till we're done here.
Oh no, that's the ref's showing 2. So is that the 3? Says nope, just 2. So that's not going to do it. 1 point shy of a tech. So we'll go in the third period. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, when you talk about, you learn, like you say, it's a lot of spent energy in 6 minutes. And I was just going to kind of equate it to, I used to always make fun of my sister, who was a big-time soccer player, on how soccer wasn't a sport.
Oh.
And then I went to work for the Minnesota Thunder. Oh, we got an injury on a throw.
That'll be it. Tech fall.
What I was going to say is that, I went to work for the Minnesota Thunder professional soccer team, A-League team, as the head of their security. And I learned that by watching how much those folks run around, I learned how much of a sport it really is, and the fact that I could never run around like that. And so you just learn. But I still make fun of my sister about it, so just so everybody knows that she still deserves what she gets.
Absolutely. Can't let your sister off that easy.
No way. So who do we got?
Big throw. That's so for Proctor Hermantown. It's Quinn Schnabel and Mason Nelson for Mora. Gets a big throw here, and this is kind of I've seen this kid before. He does that a lot. It's just and gets a quick pin.
Well, I didn't even get to put that one up.
So a quick pin for Mason Nelson, and so Alex, and it also ends his home meet career here with a nice win. Quinn drops a quick one, and this will be our final senior co-captains with Alex here is Henry Ringdahl, who will try and keep the senior train rolling here.
Dominic Adams.
So Dom Adams looked like he was ready to go this time. No equipment malfunctions.
What?
80? Yeah, 82, sorry.
No, why are you apologizing? Yeah, you should.
But Henry's going again. Henry, looking for a big throw. Quick again. Henry's a big pinner as well. So big. After all that scramble, 30 seconds. Dom Adams from Mora with a 2-point takedown. Henry looked to finish it early. And again, these guys with their long arms and long legs. Oh, but nice reversal by Henry. To his back, going to get some near fall. Henry can readjust, sink back here. He's giving up some weight at 182. But Henry with a quick pin. So that's awesome. Got a nice way to finish off the meet. Get our seniors. Not to be the homer here, but it's nice to see. I've worked with these guys for a long time, and they put in a lot of time spent on the mat. Nice to see.
There's no homer there. I mean, folks got to understand, and what I try to tell coaches when I talk to them at the beginning of broadcasts is that we will never deface another team. We'll never put another team down. But of course, these are our kids we see in the hall every day, and of course, we're going to be excited when they do something well, and I hope all fans understand that, because you would hope that that's what it would be across the board.
Sure.
All right, what are we at for a score? Because I got coaches in my way.
I think that's well, it's going to change anyway. It's as we speak. Because the last couple are all
so
going to be
that was
forfeits.
46. Now it's
54,
52, 51. And then
these
57.
So that is it. Your final score, Proctor Hermantown United 20, Mora 57. Another quality win for Mora. They'll certainly have something to say in the team section final this year. So I'll bring up Zach Wooner. Coming out for a second match today. Boy, he looks ready to go. Coming off a big pin. He's pretty pumped on that one.
Yeah, Tim Roweeder looking at getting him to swap schools for football.
Sure.
But and I know that I believe, if I remember correctly, he does play football over at Hermantown.
And that was actually kind of the big reason that Austin and Zach started. We've been saying for years that wrestling really helps with the footwork, especially in his linemen. And so encouraging guys to come out, and that was one of the reasons he wanted to get better at football. So I believe he's only a sophomore, so he's got a couple years left. Austin, that is. Zach's a 7th grader, I think, his little brother. Nice. Oop. Mora gets a quick takedown into a cradle. So a pin. Quick one there for Mora. And Mr. Bazinga himself is going to be back on the mats. Maven.
Let's go, Maven.
Basignana. Pronounce it right once at least, I guess.
Probably a little loud for everybody at home. Sorry, folks.
That's okay. Again, he's one of those kids. You've had him in class. You can't coach that. He's excited. He comes out. He's obviously happy to be there, but it's not just happy to be there.
Yeah, I get you. So this is great. So, Devin Wagner talked about best broadcast he's seen. And Chris Gamal, the Gamal boy's dad, comes back. I agree with Devin, but you can't trust that guy all the time.
So what's that?
So, and got a great broadcast. Thanks for doing it. And looking forward to the 152-pound match.
Maven. 10-second pin.
All right,
there you go.
I got to watch this here on the replay,
we
because we're able to see, because we were talking about thank yous. There's the handshake.
So, just a bulldog, right? Wow. Bulldogged him right into the mat there. So now, well, there you go, Maven. I guess he was grumpy from that last match. So this will be our, looks like, final match of the day. Get some heavyweight action. Austin Warner. Proctor Hermantown. I sometimes forget the Hermantown myself. PH United. And so, yeah, if you hear that ear to ear, you want to be, it's not a great position to be in. Often most guys end up dancing around. So if you're kind of forehead to forehead, easier to set up moves, finish moves. Austin looking for the snap.
Is he going to snap?
Snap down. Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
I should finish that.
I was just really hoping.
I'm not sure who from Mora's wrestling, but he does not look like a heavyweight.
Yeah, Warner's definitely got a few.
But 220 maybe. But again, he's got the speed and agility there. Call that a butcher. Ooh, that wraps him up tight. Looking for the turn. And a quick pin for Mora there. That does it for the home season, for the wrestling broadcast season again. I just want to, again, thanks to Ted, thanks to everybody else for bringing me out. It's been fun. And I appreciate the coverage for wrestling and for Proctor Sports.
Absolutely. We hope that you'll join us again next year and help us bring this information to those at home. And because, again, you do a great job with it, and we really are thankful for all that you do.
Appreciate it. It's been fun. Thanks for having me.
Well, with that said, that is the end of the home wrestling broadcast schedule. Again, today was the United with Mora and with Chisago Lakes. We want to thank those teams for being here. Thank those fans for tuning in. Want to make sure we thank our sponsors one more time here. The Reed Foundation, the Rails Endowment for Academic, Art, and Athletic Development, Irving Community Club, Pulling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies, Highway 53 in Hermantown, Heritage Window and Doors, Superior, Wisconsin, Wittes Trailer Sales, ESCO, Lake Superior Office Solutions, Stream Dudes, Robin Barb Shaler Charitable Foundation, Lensmart Mortgage, Troy Service Center, Main Street, Proctor, and Audiology Concepts with 5 locations in Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Edina, and Burnsville. Thank you to all of those folks that helped make the 2020-2021 broadcast schedule happen. And again, even though we didn't have a student here with us today, thank you to all of our students, because again, without our students, we're not able to do this because it would just be too many hours, too many hands, and I only have 2. So I wouldn't be able to do everything that they allow us to do. So thank you to them. Thank you for everybody tuning in. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. Until next time, we'll see you next time. Until then, have a great weekend.